Congratulations. Obviously happy for you. How about yourself? I mean, this is a big moment in your career. What's the emotion like for you?
Oh man, it feels familiar. You know, I feel excited. I feel like it's just the beginning, and I feel like I'm ready to just show everybody who doubted me what I'm really made of. You know, I mean, I had a quick fight, and I got a lot more that you guys haven't seen, and a lot of improvements that I've made, and you know, but we weren't willing to take any risks. You know, we ain't getting paid by the hour, so said get in, get out, and get that contract signed.
I mean, you've had to battle through some adversity even in the cage, in a couple of your fights. I guess
Yeah.
was that a focus tonight to like not have a slow start or like not put yourself in a bad position?
Yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, he comes from TriStar Gym. You know, he's with Faraz Sahabi and whatnot. You know, number one ranked fighter. So on paper, it looks like, man, this guy is, the real deal, which he is. You know, and I just showed that I'm the realer deal. you know, because I mean, what was it? 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 minutes. We got him out of there unscathed, and I'm ready for the next opportunity.
You said it. I mean, you came in even undefeated. You came in as an underdog. You got Dana saying, "I'm not looking for 32-year-olds." I mean, did you sense the doubt out there? And is that something that you almost relish at this point? Is having people doubt you?
Oh man, I'm the underdog. You know, all these like, your phone's blowing up all day. You know, so you see the comments, you see the odds, you see the interviews, and I love it. I've been an underdog my whole life, so it's like just keep doubting me. I'm gonna keep proving you wrong.
I love it. Now that you got the UFC deal, I guess, what's ideal for you next? I mean, I imagine you're not, too banged up after that fight or whatever. So is it a quick turnaround? Are there, locations, dates, opponents that make sense for you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that I'll have to go back and talk with my manager, Jason House, at Iridium. But we're gonna formulate a game plan and just go at it head on and stay active and make some good money.
Last thing for me, it's a selfish question, but I'll ask if you saw Jose Perez pick up the interim belt over the weekend, and if maybe you two guys can unify the CFFC title somewhere down the road in the octagon.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He's been on my jock, man. That guy's been on my jock. So hate to disappoint you, but I told him a while back. I go, hey man, my eyes are set on bigger and better things. So enjoy the CFFC belt. That is obviously not a thing for me anymore. That's a thing of the past. I knew it after my last fight with Regivaldo Cavallo. Uh, I knew that I wasn't going back to that promotion, and that I had a big future in a big organization such as the one that I'm currently in.
Hi, Blake, over here. I heard a little bit about your story, even from before your brother passed, and I'm just wondering if you're willing to share a little bit with us.
Yeah. So back in February, my little brother and me were talking, and he had like a episode with like some sleeping pills, and I just tried talking to him and telling him like, hey man, like life is gonna be good. Like it's getting better for us. Hold in there. I'm like, when I was 20, I didn't know nothing. I was I was lost, and so I get it. I just try to relate to him, and then end of February, he was found in a park hanging from a blanket, and I mean, I've come to terms with it, but it's never easy. Um, I got a lot of questions about like my faith, life after death. What does life mean? But the most important thing is I have breath in my lungs, and that was his decision, and I have my own decisions, and I just want to be somebody who can be an advocate for mental health, and somebody who can stand up and let other people know that, look, I've been there too. Like I've been there my whole life, and that's how I related with Braden until that tragic day. And our mind will play tricks on us if we let it. And so I choose not to believe in depression anymore because I just do not align with it. I think that if you believe in depression, you'll find reasons why you are depressed. Or if you believe in anxiety, you'll believe that you'll look for the reasons. Like there's a reticular activating system in your mind that looks to prove what you're saying is right. And so I go, no depression for me. I don't believe in it. I can feel sad, I can feel bad about something, but I refuse to go back to believing that I'm depressed. And I think if we get a wave of people thinking like that too, it can really help. It can really help. And then like you can understand, you can be like, oh, you don't understand, it's chronic illness, or it's clinically proven, and maybe that's so, but also people have taken placebos, sugar pills, and they feel better all of a sudden. And then and it's like, oh, it was just a sugar pill. And it's like, well, what was it then? It was the power of belief, and what we believe in stands true. So I think that if we start empowering the younger generation, that it'll have ripple effects and waves in life.
Recently, Jared Gordon spoke out about how martial arts should not be something that people that struggle with depression and addiction should use to become better. But then you also see fighters that have, gyms that are dedicated to that. So I'm curious what your stance is on that.
I think he's absolutely wrong. I mean, I struggle with addiction, alcoholism, and suicidal thoughts and depression my entire life. Earliest childhood memory was like my dad, like just being crazy, and it was just always like you always had to walk on eggshells around him, like what's gonna happen today? You never know what. And so for somebody to say that, it's like there's two sides of a coin. You have to understand that this is people's therapy. What's the next best option? I think getting into a gym, sweating it out, punching and kicking and getting some aggression out while you're meeting new people, what harm could that do? It could do no harm. Maybe if you're taking unnecessary beatings in the gym, but if that's happening, like there's a coach there for a reason, and that coach should be able to delegate what's happening, But I think if you don't understand how spiritual it is, like a fight is so spiritual. It's more than just the physicality. It improves your mental cognitive function. It improves like how you feel about yourself emotionally. You're able to get it out. And a lot of people, what happens is they isolate and they hold all those feelings in. They have no means of getting it out. So I think that he should consider that there's more reasons why people do the things that they do. It saved my life when I was 17, when I started boxing.
Thank you.